want to learn useful Slovak vocabulary with a language app? If yes, we might have something for you in the future. The problem with current language apps is they teach individual words or phrases without any context. Our solution is to teach question answer pairs. So, here is one example with from our Finnish course. You see the picture, you have the question, and then the incomplete answer. And here in the middle, you have the input area, and we have four different modes, and the input area differs in each of them. I will demo that shortly to you. We also have the explanation pop up window explaining the grammar of the question and answer, word by word. We might also provide, depending on the question, some cultural or historical facts and etymology of different words that you encountered. We have more than 80 topics, all the way from beginner topics like greetings, colors, weekdays, to much more specialized like capitals, countries, flags, useful things actually. And we have an SRS system integrated into the app. You can see here in the topic card, we have learn button, which shows you always new questions, and the review button, which shows you the only the ones you have learned already. And the questions are showed in their urgency order in the review button. We have two different difficulties, easy and hard. Easy difficulty is really good for beginners and even intermediate learners, but also it might be good for native speakers who are children and learning some basic concepts in their native language, like telling the time, months, weekdays, and other things. Here you can see one example, what day comes after Monday. If you pick hard as a difficulty for the topic weekdays, you might get an entire, you get an entirely different set of questions. Like, what are the days of the weekend in Brunei? Let me know if you know the answer. You might also get questions like, which day was named after the Norse god Thor or Odin, or after the sun or moon. So, hard difficulty is good for advanced learners, even intermediate, but also to natives, like native adults. Now I will show you the four different modes. First one is multi-option. We have the picture. We After clicking it, we can see the picture on the whole screen, and we can zoom into it. After pressing again somewhere, it disappears. We have the question. The question element has this icon. We can toggle it and see the translation in English or Slovak. And here in the bottom, we see the incomplete answer. So together with the picture, question, and incomplete answer, we get a really good idea that okay, what's required here, what is expected from us here, and we need to find the word for Tuesday, and I found it. And after answering, the incomplete answer becomes complete here. We don't have the audios, but if we had, we could listen the audios of all of these question, answer, and options. And the right mode is this one. We just need to type the answer. And if you have no idea, no idea absolutely, so you can press the hint button as many times as you want, as many times as you want. But of course, it's better after encountering the same word many times that you wouldn't use it anymore. But it's really good for beginners who otherwise would get frustrated not knowing the answer. And this is unscramble. You have to stack the word blocks in the correct order. And after that, you see the correct answer. You can toggle these. You would have the audio files. And The last one is the speak mode.
Кто резидент
We don't have
Жени по
audios, but if we
понделку?
had, you would hear the question audio, but because we don't, we would just press this button and see the question text, which is always present, even after l- hearing the audio. If you just don't understand it, you can just press and also peek what the translation for the question is in your source language. And then we press and hold to record. We can say the missing word or the whole answer. Utorak. Was it utorak or utorak? I don't know. So remember, I'm not a Slovak speaker. Okay, you saw the re-record button. Let's try the whole phrase. Utorak je po pondelku. Okay, not good, but let's see. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Um, you can choose yourself if you want to re-record or check. I checked the second time, and the match percentage is 85.7. And then you see the answer here. And those were the four different learning modes that we have in the vocabulary practice. We also will add other practice modes and also many different challenge modes where you can learn and compete with friends and randoms in very fun challenges. So the first languages will be Finnish, English, Russian and Ukrainian. The app is currently in development. It's January 2026 now. Hopefully this year the app will be um, done and ready to be published, at least in Finnish and English, and in a really good scenario, maybe including Russian and Ukrainian. But keep in mind, we plan to have more than at least 10,000 questions and answers available. But we might actually make a compromise and have anything between 5K and 10K. If you want Slovak, let us know. We need to know if you want Slovak really badly and if you're actually ready to pay for a really good quality app. And we have three different subscription plans. Monthly one is €3, yearly €12, €1 per month, which is like basically free, or lifetime 1,000. Yeah, I know it's really really expensive, many times more expensive than many of the leading language apps. But also remember, the monthly and yearly are many times cheaper than the biggest apps currently. The yearly subscription is the same price as many apps' monthly subscription. So, but if you're not ready to pay for anything, then you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel, because in the YouTube channel, we will go through in the future all the content in the app with the native speaker and share those videos with you. So you would learn all the same things, but just from a video and not using the app yourself. But if you want to use the app, the monthly and yearly subscriptions will be really really affordable. Um, so if you want to test, which is free, you can sign up uh, from our waiting list form. Just fill it, fill the form, and we'll be in contact with you. You can test the app, and after that, I mean, if you don't test, then no problem. But if you're in the waiting list, when the app is ready, we will inform you. But I mean, that doesn't mean anything. You don't need to do anything. But of course, we hope to get people who want to test and who want to become users whenever we publish the app. So thanks for watching the video. Bye.